Hello people of the internet, my name is Esther and welcome to my room. First I have to address the obvious that this is not a beauty type video that I normally upload on Fridays, because these last 2 weeks I've been writing my thesis, so I just didn't have time to film something quality. So instead of a beauty video, I'm uploading a review. This series is meant to be an extra on this channel, not the main focus, but sadly I can't promise that this will never happen again, because I still have a lot of things to do before I finish university. Now that I've excused myself, let's get into the review. The book I'm going to be talking about is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. This book is about a boy and a girl and the journey that they share. This definition might seem very vague, but I think this is the most exact I can get to it, and I'm gonna elaborate a little bit later on. Theodore Finch is a guy who's fascinated by death and thinks about killing himself probably daily. He meets a girl called Violet Markey. She's dealing with the loss of her twin sister. These two characters meet by Finch talking Violet out of jumping off a bell tower. And from there on we see how they become friends and how they shape and change each other's view of the world. I said that it's a book about a journey that they share, and because it's a boy and a girl you would think it's about a relationship or at least a friendship, but it is way more than that. But what's even more interesting is how they manage to help each other by being friends or just by simply being there for each other, even at the points where they are not friends yet. Both of these characters have problems with their mental health, and the book shows how their perspectives of life and their conditions change. I really like this book, but I don't love it. I think this book is not a book that you love, it's the kind of book that makes you feel something. When I first started reading it, I kept going for the sake of reading it. I didn't really feel pulled in from the very first moment, but by the time the book ended, I was in complete shock that it's over, but how is it possible? So it's one of those books that sneak up on you. My favourite character was Theodore Finch, and I think he's a little bit more developed of a character than Violet is. We get a better backstory, we see more about his personality, more about what he thinks, how he thinks about the world, his friends, than we get with Violet. We get pretty much all of this with Violet too, but in a very toned down version. So that's why I prefer Finch. Finch has this thing where time by time he reinvents himself. He takes up the personalities of his own made-up characters that are based upon him, but they have a total different backstory. And according to this, he changes the way he dresses, the way he eats, the way he acts. I find it a very interesting concept, because don't we all have a version of ourselves deep inside our head where the person is maybe cooler or a certain type of personal traits that we admire and wish we had. Now Finch takes it a step further. He actually manages to adopt these things to his life, but it's really just him trying to find his place. I also want to talk about what other people thought of this book. I usually don't read reviews before reading a book or watching a movie, and these reviews pinpoint things that you should pay attention to, so I usually only read them afterwards when I already have my opinion and see what other people thought. In one place I read that because it's about mental illnesses, it's not dealing with it the way you're supposed to, and how just making friends can't really help and change your mindset. I personally would disagree with that. I know that the people in your life can have a huge impact on you, and obviously Finch manages to help Violet more throughout the journey, because her problem is not really an illness, but coping with the current situation. And it's clear too that Violet could never heal Finch. If there are levels in how mentally sick someone can be, she definitely helps lower Finch's level. And another thing they criticize that the parents, the teachers, the people around them don't really seem to care or understand what's going on. I don't think it's really far away from how things happen in real life. It's very easy not to understand what's going on with someone else. We see the whole situation from the kids' points of view. So both of the kids go to guidance counselors and every single week. It's an obligation that they have to go to, and it's not something they personally signed up for. They didn't get to choose the person who's treating them or the person who they are talking to. So they don't actually share the information that should be shared with these people. I think in progressive healing, it's very important that you want to be healed. And these kids, they kind of want to, but they don't feel like the people they are talking to understand them. And when they meet with each other, it's just that something clicks. Another thing I enjoyed about the book is that the kids get partnered up and they have to go and wander around the state they live in and find interesting places. And I don't know if it's because of the writing or because of the general concept that they go and they check out things out of the ordinary. Things that you wouldn't find in a tourist guidebook. It's the more hidden part of their state, and it really just got me excited about the whole thing and made me want to go out and explore it. So it definitely has a good message of go and explore life. The first message of the book is that if you don't feel okay, then go and ask for help. This is probably one of the messages that's not that clearly spelled out, but it is in it. The second message I would say is to enjoy the small things in life, like wandering around in town, good music, another person's company, and do the things that you enjoy. And even if there are things that you think you should be doing, it's completely fine to say no. So I recommend you guys read this book, or if you're not big on reading but you got interested in the story, they are making a movie about it. I'm interested how it will turn out. I'm usually not happy with movie adaptations because to make the filmmaking worth it for a studio, they try to put it in these Hollywood category boxes. A lot of times the meaning of the story gets dismissed. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested what I might upload next, please subscribe. For next week and the week after that, I have 2 very exciting videos planned, and fingers crossed everything's gonna go fine and I will be able to upload them, so keep a lookout for those. So I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye!